Good day, a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. My name is Oliver, and here's your loaf of daily bread. For today's words of wisdom, we give thanks to the great and wise philosopher king, Marcus Aurelius. And he advises us to do the following. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Accept the things to which fate binds you, because what else are you going to do? You're bound to these things by circumstances beyond your control. That's what I understand fate to mean, by the way. I don't think it's some mystical woo-woo force. It's just all of the things you can't control, all the things that you can't prevent, all of the things that you can't influence. I group all of those things together, and sometimes I refer to them as fate. Because really, you can't fight fate, as they like to say. Fate represents all of the things you didn't ask for, all the things you didn't choose, but that are here nonetheless. Like the sun in my face right now. I didn't ask for it. I didn't choose it, but here it is. So I'm going to follow Marcus's advice, and I'm going to accept the things to which fate binds me. I'm bound to drive with the sun in my face for at least another 2 minutes, so I'm going to embrace it. And you get to see me make this ridiculous looking one eye open, one eye closed face for the next few minutes as well. And it's not just the events and the circumstances you have to accept and love with all your heart. It's also the people. The people you've ended up with, the people that have come into your life, whether willingly or not, whether with your consent or not, the people that are here and that aren't going anywhere. If you are bound to these people, or if you are bound to this situation, or if you're bound to that circumstance, what Marcus is telling us is that we should strive not only to tolerate these things, but to embrace them. And that's radical acceptance right there, my friends. When you have a situation that is painful or suboptimal, and you just wrap your arms around it and say, "Come here, you." It's not easy. Something weird happens when you manage to do it once or twice. You realize that the hardest part about doing this is remembering to do it. If you remember to embrace the things you can't influence, the things you can't prevent or change, if you remember this, then embracing those things isn't that hard. Because by remembering this, you also remember that there's no point in resisting. That resisting isn't going to change the situation, and it's not going to make the problematic people in your life disappear. So instead of resisting and complaining and causing unnecessary suffering for yourself, what you should do is embrace them. Embrace those things, embrace those people, and try to make the best of those situations. Again, it's hard to do because we don't usually remember to do it. We get swept away by emotion, we get angry, we get bitter, or we start telling ourselves our favorite victim stories, and then we forget that these things are here to stay and that we only have one choice in the matter. Whether we embrace them and accept them and make the best of them, or persist in creating unnecessary suffering for ourselves. The choice is always ours. So I hope you'll remember next time that some things in life cannot be changed. Not now. Maybe later, but at this moment in time, we are stuck, bound by fate, by forces beyond our influence and control. And so when that happens, I hope you will remember that the only wise and logical thing to do in that case is to embrace whatever it is that you're dealing with. Accept it with all your heart and see what happens. And don't forget to let me know what happens, because I'm always curious about these little social experiments. Maybe it'll make things worse, in which case you should probably tell me so I stop peddling this kind of advice. Until next time, live well, my friends.